Yeah, this is a kind of a crazy thing that I didn't even realize until this week. But back in the day, there was this woman about maybe 20 years ago that said that she had had an affair with David Beckham.
Very happily married, and I've got a beautiful wife and two gorgeous children. So, I'm very happy.
Thoughts?
Yes. You're not going to open up your secret sides, are you?
It was the first time that me and Victoria had been put under that kind of pressure in our marriage.
What are you thinking when you see this?
I'm thinking maybe he should think twice before he does what he does if he's worried about if this is how the outcome is for him. That's what I'm thinking.
He's still saying the same thing 20 years after the fact.
Yeah. It's insane. It's crazy. There were loads of horrible stories. There were horrible stories about me. There were horrible stories about his wife, Victoria. There were never horrible stories about him. He was golden balls. He was the man. Pat him on the back. Well, hey, good for you. Nothing changed in his life. But it was all Victoria's fault, my fault. All the blame was on us.
100%. It was the hardest period for us because it felt like the world was against us. And here's the thing, we were against each other, if I'm being completely honest.
Did you feel bad for Victoria and the kids?
Yes, I did. Of course I did. I think we just live in a very unfair world, unfortunately, for women when it comes to these sorts of things. Men sleep around and they're big old cool heroes. We sleep around and we're sluts. It's just the world we're in.
I don't remember hearing this back in the day. I would love to be a fly on the wall when Posh was asking him about it.
If you were looking at what would you say are the 10 biggest celebrity cheating scandals, what would make the cut on that?
The Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. That was
yes.
huge.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He started hooking up with Angelina Jolie when they were on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, filming that sexy movie with all those love scenes, and it was not acting, y'all.
And it was cheating on somebody who a lot of people liked. Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
That's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, well, and the thing that I think is amazing about that, why that should rank high, is because everybody was an A-lister at the time.
Right.
They were at the height of their fame, and they couldn't have been better looking, all of them. And yeah, it rocked the world.
I mean, Clinton, Lewinsky, that's got to be up there.
That's a huge one.
Yeah.
I did not have relations.
Well, let me just go ahead and clear my throat. I might have had some relations.
Yeah.
Okay, define relations.
Yeah. The Tiger Woods was pretty big.
Yes.
Just because, for him, it was everything came out about then how many there were. And remember that avalanche? It wasn't just one. It was they got to like 17, I think it was, including a waitress at Friendly's?
They couldn't even fit all their pictures on the cover of People magazine. There were so many hot blondes.
You actually could have done a whole golf tournament with the people he was hooking up with.
He almost did one per hole.
You could have done it.
I think he did more.
And maybe that's how he named them.
It was more than one per hole.
I guarantee you it was more than one.
I'm on the back 9 right now. I'm playing hole number 12. Yeah, maybe that's how that went down. Some other big cheating ones, the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that was shocking just because you had somebody that... Whoa, the maid?
He was doing it with the maid, right in his house with his wife.
Right.
Fathered a child with the maid.
Yeah, and such a huge name he was married into the Kennedy family, for God's sakes.
I'm not shocked by any of these.
No.
These are all celebrity.
That one is shocking. And the kid starts to grow up, and the kid looks just like him.
Crazy.
And then, Maria Shriver is scratching her head going, wait a minute.
I know the kid kept on leaving. Where are you going? Oh, I'll be back. What is going on here? You sound a little
The
too...
kid is so beefy.
Mm-hmm.
He's so Arnold. It's like there's no bit of his mother. He's all Arnold.
Dina said the Princess Diana cheating scandal.
She cheated?
Well, that was a very complicated thing. Now, I think both of them were having extramarital affairs.
But I
she
think
was with the horse rider. Right.
He did it first.
Yes,
And
so-
she said, all right, if this is the way our marriage is going to be, I'm going to sleep with my horse trainer.
Yeah. I think that's kind of how it went down.
If you're going to hook up with
Yeah.
Camilla,
Yeah.
who compared to me facially looks like an old shoe, how insulting.
Which that is just so stunning.
Wait, I don't know nothing about the Royals. He cheated on somebody that looked like an old shoe.
Yes, compared to Diana.
It was
Sorry,
unbelievable,
not
yeah.
sorry. Camilla looks like an old shoe compared to Diana. Diana was amazing and picturesque and gorgeous and sweet and loving and everything.
So it was
Right.
proven that Princess Diana definitely was sleeping with the horse trainer?
Well, the rumor is that Prince Harry is the horse trainer's kid.
But I don't know if that's true.
That's why he looks a little bit different than William.
Okay.
That's always been the rumor. And then I thought this was crazy because King Charles and now Queen Consort, Camilla Parker Bowles, so she, I guess, won the ultimate thing, the royal biographer. He said that Camilla would privately mock Diana.
I believe it.
Calling her a mouse early in her marriage to Charles
She
and
was-
later a mad cow.
She was always around. So Diana would walk in a room and Charles would be in there with Camilla laughing and giggling and hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, it was, can you imagine being married to a man and you're like, great. He's hanging out with this hooker who looks like an old shoe.
Yeah, who hated Diana. She
Hated
knew her
her.
target. Yeah, apparently Camilla even displayed unflattering cartoons of Princess Diana in her home.
Oh my gosh.
And then Diana famously said there were 3 in her marriage.
Yep, she did say that.
Yeah.
She said 3 affairs?
No, that there was 3 of us, meaning Charles, old shoe, and me.
Sorry, I'm kind of swimming. I'm not into the royal world.
And then there was even a leaked 1993 call that confirmed the affair. So yeah, that would be a pretty big one, considering because I mean the marriage of Prince and Diana, that was so huge.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so big stuff. Some of the other ones that could be in there are these top 10. You had Hugh Grant. Remember, he was caught with that hoe when he was dating Elizabeth Hurley. I think it was more because he was with a hoe than he was cheating on Elizabeth Hurley, though.
And he went
Divine
on.
Brown was her
Divine
name.
Brown. I was
Yeah.
trying to think of the name.
Divine Brown.
Divine Brown.
And he went on some talk show. I forget. It might have been Letterman, and I think he kind of nailed it. And everyone was, "Oh, Hugh! Oh, so you're with a hooker."
I remember that.
Hooker,
They joked about
schmooker.
it.
And then he got forgiven,
Right.
and that was it.
Yeah, and now we love him again.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him.
And remember that dude Jesse James that cheated on Sandra Bullock
Oh,
right after her Oscar win?
Yes, that was heartbreaking.
He had some weird things going on as well, I thought.
He just was a serial philanderer. And then he got with somebody else. Was it Tita Von Teese or somebody like that? And then
Yeah.
he cheated on her with some, and he always downgraded. Every time he cheated, he would cheat with somebody that was less than. In fact, it was weird. I saw somebody, as I was breaking this down, they were showing all these celebrities and who they were married to and then who they cheated with. And it was always such a, they were married to a 9 and they had an affair with a 6 or a 5. And you're like, why?
He reminds me of low budget Steven Seagal, and that's real low budget.
Yeah. This goes way back, but remember Woody Allen? I mean, when you have an affair with your adopted daughter?
That's just twisted. I don't even call that cheating. I call that pedophilia.
That was, you're right. That's just all kinds of
You are
messed up.
twisted. You helped raise this adopted baby and then you started sleeping with her?
Yeah.
You're the worst of the worst.
There's still some celebrities that really do stand by him, that are
Yeah, they're probably pedophiles too.
to this day. They're famous celebrities that
Yeah.
really stand by him.
I think he's a talent, but
They think he did nothing wrong. I think.
What?
I
Really?
know, it's crazy.
wow.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.